Hi, I'm here with Alexis Brunelle from the Autorité de la Concurrence. And he's just spoke at our blockchain forum on a session on competition and blockchain. So thanks for agreeing to have a few words with us out here.
Thanks to you, Chris.
So if I jump straight into the questions, one of the things you were talking about on the panel was about the how blockchain might change the undertaking and how we can use the undertaking as a way to look at blockchain. Mm-hmm. The way I sort of started thinking about these was that responsibility largely lied with the nodes of the blockchain. Yeah. Is that too simple? Is it more complicated than that?
It's always more complicated than that, of course. But in the angle that I've taken, I was trying to demonstrate that for most parts, what the competition authorities are going to be interested in is how companies are going to use blockchains to, of course, develop new kinds of cooperations and services, but also could use it to collude in a more effective way and maybe start to be more in the mood of cooperation, including on some key competition aspects such as price, and rather than competing against each other. So yes, in that sense, the presentation was more focused on nodes.
Okay. Another point that you mentioned was around whether competition authorities would need to think about possibly new techniques that were more compatible with blockchain. Mm-hmm. One of the other presenters was saying, we've got the framework, we can stick with it as it is and apply it to this technology. Were you saying that we need some new tools, or were you saying we just need to tailor the...
Mostly, I think we need new analysis. It depends on if we are talking about the substance of the law, which I think should not be changed, but should be assessed based on a more thorough and clear understanding of the technology, which is not the case. I think it's not the case for anyone at the moment. So that's the first thing. The substance should always be infused with a true knowledge of the market, but that's the essence of competition law.
Sure.
The other point is investigation techniques. Investigation techniques could be a problem on a blockchain which is based on anonymity or pseudonymity with encrypted codes, etc. So the thing is that it's not about investigator learning to code or to read code, but learning to know exactly what is relevant for competition law and what is not, where we need to go to the transactions between the actors, which is usually not the case, and how we can just extract the basic consensus on which the blockchain is working. And if we really understand how to tailor our questions or requests, then we could investigate blockchain efficiently, I think.
Sure. And is there one particular thing that, from an agency perspective, you think it would be useful for research or experts in blockchain to be looking at that would help authorities in their investigations?
I think that mostly that's a tricky question because it depends on whether we're talking about sectoral investigations where we cover the whole market. I haven't heard that it's on the paper on blockchain in the papers at the moment. I might be wrong, but I don't think so. And the others is whether we're investigating cases. In any case, I think that it's really about getting to know and following the research.
Sure.
What I'm saying essentially in all this is that I perfectly know that the people working in the competition authority, we have an economic service, we have an investigation service, and we have lots of case handlers. They will be able to mobilize themselves to really focus on this research and talk to researchers and create new competencies and new specific competencies, once again, that I think will be sufficient enough for the moment in the current state of the technology.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thanks.